lose that. Hey guys, what is up? I am Taylor Brooke and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are returning. So as promised, I am doing the very cliche beginning YouTuber video, 50 facts about me. We are going to jump right into 50 facts about me so you get to know me a little bit better and decide if you really want to stick around or if you really want to subscribe. Which I feel like you should subscribe. So back to number 1 is I am super obsessed with astrology. So the reason I got into YouTube in the first place is because of YouTuber Jay Bunzy. Before I found her, I would only watch Shane Dawson. That was the only YouTube I ever watched. My favorite color is red. You can usually tell by my hair color what my favorite color is. When it was purple, I had purple hair. When it was black, I had black hair. And now I have red hair. So, but speaking of hair, I am actually naturally a blonde. So this one is really weird and probably an overshare. I am like super bladder shy. I cannot go to the bathroom if someone else is in the bathroom with me. It's like if I'm at a restaurant and my friend is like, and I'm like, I have to pee, and my friend's like, hey, me too. I have issues peeing when someone else is in the bathroom, whether it be my friend, my family member, some random stranger. Like, I'm so bladder shy. It is so hard for me to pee if someone else is in there. I have issues. I am the world's pickiest person. Anybody who knows me has yelled at me at some point for the food, for like the decisions I make when it comes to food or the decisions I don't make. I have been to Disneyland 7 times. My first time was in 2011 and it's 2017, so I feel like 7 times in 6 years. I'm doing pretty good. The 3 places that I have visited the most are California, Las Vegas, and Arizona. My family used to do Christmas trips every year to Las Vegas, so I have been to Las Vegas probably even more than I've been to Disneyland. I have a super weird obsession with the ocean. Speaking of the ocean, it's really unfortunate, but I get seasick. I found that out when I was deep sea fishing in the Gulf of Mexico with my family when we went on a trip to Texas. I was throwing up the whole time and some old guy was yelling at me, telling me to stop because if I don't, I'm gonna make everyone else sick. Like, I'm sorry, sir, I didn't get on this boat with the plan in mind to throw up everything inside my body, but okay. And kind of sticking with the ocean theme, I firmly do not think that the Titanic sank. I watched a video Shane Dawson did on the conspiracy theory about the Titanic, and I don't believe that it sank. And like every time I say that, people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Obviously it sank. Like, there's proof that the ship sank, but like obviously a ship did sink, but it was not the Titanic. If you want to hear more about that, because this is not a conspiracy video, you can go watch Shane Dawson's video, or let me know down in the comments below if you would like me to talk about that, because I can talk about it for hours. I think that ghosts are real. I used to like always be like, maybe if I like don't believe in ghosts, so like leave me alone, but like the fact that like I was like, I can't believe in it because like I don't want them to mess with me was like enough proof that I believed in ghosts. And like I have a ghost that fucks with me all the time at Starbucks. Like every time we close, I get an ice bucket thrown at me. Not every time, it's like weekly. I get the ice bucket thrown at me and I'm like, look, I don't know why you have a problem with me, but like, can we work out our issues here, buddy? Because I'm just trying to do my job. My biggest fears in life are spiders and wasps. Like, I have major arachnophobia and I don't actually know what the word is for wasps. And my list makes that so hard to say. Guys who are funny or can sing are honestly my weakness when it comes to guys. Like, if you tell me you can sing, like, I am probably going to fall in love with you for like a solid 30 seconds. Like, we'll move on, we'll get past it, but just know that there was a small moment in time I was in love with you, and then if you can make me laugh, like 10 out of 10. So this one's really weird. I've never actually admitted this one out loud, like it's just weird. I actually like the feeling when you leave a really cold place and like getting into a hot car. Like, I know that sounds so weird and a lot of people hate that. I have an obsession with airports and traveling. Honestly, anytime I can get out of Colorado and go travel somewhere, I am so on board with it. Like, I went to Arizona this past like 3 weeks ago because I got a $19 flight, so like obviously I'm gonna travel, and I love airports and I just love flying and I love traveling and I want to go so many places, but it is so expensive and I'm a broke college student. My first ever concert that I went to was the Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus Best of Both Worlds concerts with the Jonas Brothers. So like quality first concert experience. I fully stand and believe the Mandela effect. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It will change your life and totally fuck you up. I'm super weird about names. Badminton is the only sport that I will ever get into. I have been so many places because my dad travels for his job, and during the summers when I was younger, between school, we would go on like road trips and go visit my dad, like San Antonio, Texas, New Mexico, which is like not all that exciting. I went to New York 2015 and got to see Aladdin on Broadway because of it. He actually lives in Philadelphia right now. I am super obsessive and I will beat things to death. Like if I like a song, I will listen to it on repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. Like one time I listened to a song from midnight to 4 in the morning. That one song on repeat for 4 hours. And like if I like a movie, I will watch it over and over and over and over again. Like I do that in theaters too. Like I will go see a movie multiple times in theaters. It is rare that I see a movie only once in theaters. I have performed on a cruise ship before, which was a lot of fun, but like videos of that trip, videos of that, and like pictures of that trip are never gonna be posted anywhere on here because humidity plus my hair like becomes a lion mane and I'm like, Simba, I am your father. Artificially grape flavored anything is honestly the worst. Don't ever try to give me an artificially grape flavored like candy, anything, because I will probably throat punch you. I have 8 tattoos. My first one was Let It Go on my ankle, which a lot of people are like seriously frozen. And then my second tattoo that I got was To Infinity and Beyond on the back of both of my calves. Third one was Hakuna Matata on the back of my neck. Fourth one is Never Grow Up on my collarbone. Fifth one was the Moana one on my arm, which is just lyrics to How Far I'll Go. My sixth one was the ocean on the back of my leg, and then I got my astrology tattoo, and then my most recent one, I got the Tangled Sun right here, which is why I was itching like I have fleas in the Disney Friends challenge, because it was itching really bad because it's healing, and it still itches, but like we're not on that level anymore. Many people think my name is Tiffany. I get called Tiffany all the time, literally all the time, by people I've never even met before. Like I bought my car and the guy walked in the room and was like, it's Tiffany, right? I have heard this since high school. I have been called Tiffany since high school. I'm a sophomore, technically should be a junior, in college now. And by technically should be a junior, I don't mean I failed a year. I mean I switched schools and had to start all over because none of my credits transferred. So this is also really weird and probably kind of psychotic. Every time I get a cut, and I get cuts at work all the time, I will sit there and squeeze it to see how much blood I can get out of it because I'm psychotic. I used to take piano lessons. I used to be really good at piano. Like I could still play Beauty and the Beast on the piano, but that's about it. My best friend of 10 years and I, in middle school, we thought we were gonna be super cool and start a YouTube channel, and we were gonna be a band, and we were gonna call ourselves Fallen Gorgeous, and we put some of the most atrocious videos I have ever seen out on YouTube. Thank God that channel's deleted and those videos are never gonna be seen. I went through an emo phase. I was one of those people. I would also wear, just because like I was so confused in middle school, I would wear like peace sign earrings, and then I'd have like a backpack with peace signs on it and like glitter, and like my phone case would have peace signs on it, and then I would be in all black, like ripped jeans and like black everything, and like I would wear those gloves without fingers that like went up to here, and it was a mess. The first famous person that I ever met was the Blue Man Group in Las Vegas. I have also met Ian Somerhalder, Paul Wesley, and Colin O'Donoghue, and then also a Disney Channel star, and also meeting Colin O'Donoghue changed my life. That was the best thing that's ever happened to me, so yeah. And I told him and Paul Wesley that I love them. Neither of them said it back. Story of my life. I have a slight allergy to grass. Like it is really weird. Like sometimes I will sit in grass for like 5 minutes and my legs will just break out in hives all over. Other times I'll sit in grass for like 3 hours and I'll not have a single hive. I am super into like drawing and art and painting and stuff. I really don't do it often unless I'm like super bored. I am super overdramatic, like literally the most overdramatic person you will probably ever meet in your life. So my best friend of 10 years and I, her name's Shauna, we actually became best friends in 6th grade over a lunchbox. I had a Camp Rock lunchbox with the Jonas Brothers on it. And she was so obsessed with the Jonas Brothers, completely in love with the Jonas Brothers, and we became best friends over a lunchbox, and now we go to like college together and stuff. I've had my tonsils and my adenoids removed when I was in 4th grade. Anastasia. The only bone I have ever broken in my life is my toe. That is like literally the lamest thing I've probably ever said. And it's not even like a cool story that I could tell you, like I was run over by a car, like my toe was, no, like I was literally, it was 2 a.m. and I was going to take out my contacts and put on my glasses and I caught my toe on the door frame and broke my bone. Ow. So there's this trash joke that is like a joke with literally everybody in my life. If you are a person and you know me and have like had multiple conversations with me, you will know that I call myself trash in a trash can literally all the time. I go to Disneyland and I take pictures with the trash can. There's this meme where it's like a trash can full of flowers and it says like, when you really get to know me, and like, me too. I have been stung by a jellyfish and I don't recommend doing that because it hurts so bad. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. All these fun ocean stories happened in the Gulf of Mexico. I was boogie boarding with my aunt and I like landed because the wave had gone away. And like I landed and like my legs came together. And apparently there was a jellyfish right there and it got me between my thighs, right on both of them. It hurt so bad. I refuse to let anybody pee on. I don't love anybody enough to let them pee on me. Like that's disgusting, that's unsanitary, and I'll never let anybody pee on me. I don't care if I'm stung by 12 jellyfish. I will live with the pain. I have more car issues than anybody. At one point I had a car where I had to zip tie the driver's door shut. I have been super drunk one time. I know, 20-year-old college student, only been super drunk once. This was so bad. Like, I woke up the next morning. It was on a Monday night too, so like, Taylor, come on. Bro. I woke up the next morning feeling awful. I don't even remember some of that night, to be quite honest, but I felt awful. So I left my friend's house at like 7 in the morning. I should not have driven. I should have just stayed there. But I was like, I did it to myself. It's fine if I feel sick. I have to go to school. I did this to myself. I can't miss school. Like, that was all I could think about, was getting to school. My hungover ass was so determined to get to school. I literally, and also, this was at Annika's house, and Annika doesn't know this part of the story. Only 2 people do. I've only ever told 2 people. So I left her house, and because I refused to get sick in front of everybody, I refused. I was not going to get sick in that house. I was not going to be that bitch who threw up. I went outside of her apartment and threw up behind my car. On the street. So Annika, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. Anyways, I drove home after that. After throwing up in the street outside of my friend's apartment, I drove home. And it was like 8 a.m. by the time I got home because I was so discombobulated, disoriented, and so sick. I ended up at the Rocky Mountain Airport. Couldn't even tell you how to get there now. I don't know how I ended up there. I got home and by then it was like 8:39 and I had class at 11:50. Got home, threw up some more, and like I just laid on the couch and was slowly dying, and I was like, Mom, can you please drive me to school because I can't drive myself to school. Like I can't do it. I get car sick, okay? Like when anybody else drives who's not me, if it's like for, honestly, okay, it depends on the driver. Like some people I don't feel sick in their car at all. It's very rare, but there are some people I don't feel sick in their car with. But like 8 out of 10 times, I'm going to feel a little sick by the end of the drive. And I thought me already being sick, getting into my mom's vehicle and having her drive me would somehow help me. Yeah. So she was like, fine. And she was laughing at me because she's like, well, dumbass, why did you drink that much? Good question. I don't have the answer. I had only been drunk like twice before this time. And like, it wasn't like super drunk. It was nowhere near this level. Like, I was fully like aware. Like, I mean, I was like laughing a lot. But like when I'm like super, super drunk, I was literally in my friend Leanne's lap telling her how much I love her. No one ever give me alcohol ever again. It was like becoming a story time. My bad. But I think it's really fucking funny. So I got in my mom's car and I was so damp and determined to get to school. And she had to stop at the bank first, so like we left at like 9:30. I had to be at school at 11:50. Whatever. And by the time we got to the bank, I was feeling 10 times worse because my motion sickness on top of already throwing up everything in my body and still needing to get sick. It wasn't a good combination. Anyways, I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna get sick. I'm gonna get to school. I'm gonna go to class. Why? She gets back in the car and she drives literally maybe 50 feet. Like, she pulls out of the parking spot and drives to like the end of the parking lot where there's like a bunch of like bushes. And I'm like, Mom, I need you to pull over right now because I'm not gonna make it. I get out of the car at 9:30 in the morning on a Tuesday and throw up in a bush in front of the bank. Yeah. Stupid decisions. So many dumb decisions led up to this moment in my life. And as I'm getting sick, my mom gets on the phone with my dad who's in Philadelphia and he is laughing so hard. And when I get back in the car, he goes, are you ever gonna do that again? And I'm like, no, Dad, I'm not. I ended up not going to school because obviously I was dying. Like, I honestly felt death come visit me. And then I came home and I was asleep for like 3 hours and one of my coworkers tried to FaceTime me and I'm like, ho, I will fuck you up right now. I am dying. Let me die. I used to do beauty pageants when I was little. I even have first place trophies. I am so messy and so unorganized. Like, I try my hardest to be organized and not messy. And like, it'll last for like 2 days, like a week and a half at max, and then I'm just back to where I started. I try so hard. Someone needs to help me. My favorite book series ever is Splintered by H.E. Howard. It is so good. I was almost named Shelby after my mom's favorite movie, Steel Magnolias. I am super obsessed with photos. Obviously, this whole wall is just photos. Conversations really late are my absolute favorite. Anything like after midnight, like conversations after midnight are my absolute favorite because that's when people are so real and like you can just have deep ass conversations. And like, I feel like people you can talk to after midnight about anything are just like people you really vibe with, and I really appreciate those kind of people. Like, I won my senior year talent show singing Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid because I am Ariel. So, and finally for number fact, 50. Finally reached the end. Or would it be like this? Is this right? Or is this right? I don't know. I absolutely love performing and being on stage. Following that last fact, I have been on stage for literally as long as I can remember. I did dance, I did musicals, I did piano. I have always sung. I absolutely love it. Like, singing, performing is actually my #1 passion. And I would love to sing for like the rest of my life. And it's part of the reason why I started this YouTube channel, was so I can do singing and like put it out there and like have people hear me, because it is the one thing I love to do more than anything else in this whole world. So I hope you guys enjoyed that 50 facts about me. I am sorry if this is super long. It's probably going to be because of who I am as a person, and I talk so fast, so I am so sorry. If you guys enjoyed that, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below what sort of videos you'd like to see next. And if you enjoyed this, obviously hit that subscribe button, because I am trying to be a good little YouTuber and upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays being musical Thursdays, where I sing or do something musical. Anyways, I will see you guys on Thursday for a musical Thursday. I'm so bad at this. Alright. See you guys next time. Bye!